Yo, what is going on YouTube? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. In this video, I want to talk about my post Ethereum GPU mining strategy. Once the merge hits, I just want to let you guys know what I'm doing, and this is what I'm thinking. And this is all based off of Ethereum mining ending on September 15th, 2022. And please keep in mind, nothing I say in this video is financial advice. This is simply what I'm thinking. This is just my strategy and what I'm planning to do. Like, if you want to follow that, then, that's all completely up to you, or you can just make your own. And I suggest that you make your own strategy and whatever works for you, and the best course of action for you, because obviously it's your farm, your GPU, all that good stuff. And nonetheless, I just want to say before we get started, this might be a little bit longer of a video than usual, simply just because I'm going to be talking about everything and going in depth into everything and taking a look into everything. So just keep that in mind as well. But let's just get started, man. So I'll blur everything out and I'll only show one step at a time, and we'll just talk through it. So step number 0 was just keep things as simple as possible, if that makes sense. I want to mine coins that are easy to liquidate, and you don't have to go through a bunch of hoops to sell them off, and just download like a ton of wallets and just give yourself a headache over it. I just want to stick to like certain coins and make my life as easy as possible through this transition, and not have to think about it too much. And like I said, just keep it simple. So that's my first step when it comes to approaching the merge and post merge as well. And obviously, step number 1 was to acquire a cold storage wallet. I've already done a video on that. I've got a Ledger Nano X. If you want to watch that video, I'll link it below. But I needed a cold storage wallet because I didn't have any cold storage wallet or anywhere to safely secure my crypto. And also, I don't want to keep any of these like newer coins that I'm going to be mining on exchanges, or dodgy wallets or something terrible. Like, I just want to keep them all in one place and not have to like constantly be like, oh, I gotta go to like this computer or this device and to sell off my crypto or something. I need it all in one place. I need it like really secure. So that's pretty much why I did that. And it's obviously a very simple first step. The second step is to test out the bigger proof of work coins, figure out my limits, and I'm going to be sticking to these 5 coins mostly, which is Ergo, Flux, Conflux, Raven, and Ethereum Classic. I just want to keep it simple. I just want to stick to bigger projects. I mean, I know anything could happen, but I want to keep things as minimal as possible, because swapping through 5 coins is not difficult, but the more coins you add to the list, the more of a like chore I guess it gets to like swap things in Hive OS, test for stability. Just keep in mind, for full transparency, I have mined all of these coins before, and obviously Ethereum Classic is like a smooth transition from Ethereum. It's pretty much the same thing. You don't got to change any overclocks. I would say for Ergo too, there's a little bit of fine tuning that you want to do, but ultimately you could throw Ethereum overclocks on Ergo and they still work. But I've mined all of these coins, and they've been pretty simple for me, and I know how to overclock all of them and control all of them. Obviously, like these 3 coins, they suck up a lot of power and produce. So this one, Raven coin, produces the most heat, but nonetheless, I have done all these coins. That's why I want to stick to them. I know there's other coins like Firo, Neoxa, and like Eternity and all those other proof of work coins, but I want to stick to these, and there's no hate towards them. It's just my personal preference. And what I also want to look in this video is I want to see the current profitability, and I want to see what the current yield is for all of those coins that I'm looking to mine, because post merge is going to be a different beast, man. Like I said, you're probably not going to see the same amount of yields on any of these coins. Like, if anything, you won't see any yield at all. It might be like really terrible. Like, instead of this amount of Raven coin, you might see like right now my entire farm should be yielding 1,511 Raven coin, but post merge you might see it only yield like 150 Raven coin, just because of how much hash rate is on the Ethereum network, right? But nonetheless, not to confuse anybody, but I pretty much inputted a random GPUs to get me to 2.5 gigahash, which is 2500 megahash. So it's not 100% accurate, and I don't have all of these. I think that I have more of like certain GPUs, but nonetheless, I just put it all so I could get to 2500 megahash just for an example. And we're just putting things into the ballpark for the sake of this video, and hopefully that makes sense. That's why you see that. And Yes, I do have 2500 mega hash. So nonetheless, let's get straight into it. So the first coin I want to look into is Ergo. So right now, just keep in mind your hash rate almost like doubles, or it goes up a lot higher in terms of like the auto Lycos algorithm. So right now, if you convert 2500 mega hash, it would give you 6000 mega hash on Ergo. So I would have 6 gigahash on Ergo, and apparently it would use about 5,610 watts at 10-cent electric rate. That's not my electric rate, by the way. I just put 10 cent just to keep it general. But I just want to see like the daily yields, rewards, I guess. So right now, if I were to mine Ergo with my 2.5 gigahash Ethereum farm that's converted to 6 gigahash on Ergo, I would get about 12 Ergo per day, 84 Ergo per week, and 360 Ergo per month, which is not bad, right? If we were able to keep this, reward cycle, but I don't think it will be the same. But that's definitely nice to know that if I were to switch, I would get this amount of Ergo. And the next one we'll look into is Flux. Obviously, Flux is very popular. I do like Flux as well. I'm just not a fan of the power consumption of most of those like coins like Flux, Conflux, and Ravencoin. I really hate the power consumption. That being said, if I was to run Flux on my entire farm, I'd probably have to downclock almost every single card just so I could mine Flux, if that makes sense, and keep my power consumption the same as Ethereum. So, obviously I don't break the 80% rule, but as you can see, this is the hash rate I'll get on Flux. This is the power I'll get on Flux at 10 cent, and we have the cost of electricity at 10 cent per kilowatt hour. And just keep in mind, Flux has parallel assets, so there might be a little bit more if you are mining Flux or converting to Flux. So if I were to mine Flux today, which is, just keep in mind, today is September 4th. I totally forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. If I were to mine Flux today, I would get about 38.6 Flux, and I would get about 270 Flux per week and about 1,160 Flux per month, not including parallel assets. Keep that in mind, please, because I don't think what to mine includes that. So that's really not bad if you were to convert to Flux. Obviously that yield is still very attractive, but post merge might be a different story. But this is definitely a very popular coin. I see a lot of people talking about it, and I myself have done it before, and it's not bad. It's not a bad coin to mine. Like, it doesn't really hurt your memory on your GDDR6X cards that much as like Firo would or Ravencoin would. So definitely not bad. Another coin that obviously I mentioned that I'm looking into is Conflux. So that 2.5 gigahash Ethereum would be converted to 2,118 megahash. And you can be using around 7,070 watts. Yeah, that's one of the main problems I have with some of these coins. Like I said, that's a big problem with Conflux, and I have heard that Conflux is trying to convert their algorithm to Ethash, Ethereum's algorithm. I don't know if that'll happen, but that'll definitely make it a lot more attractive to mine, because man, like, 7,000 watts, 7,000 watts, man, that's a lot of power. But the yields are very nice. Like right now, per day, I would get about 903 Conflux if I were to mine it today. 6,325 Conflux per week, and 27,107 Conflux per month. Not bad, but as you can see, with the electrical cost, $509. Compare that to Ergo, $403. I don't think it's too accurate, because I pay around like $400 for my Ethereum farm. So I don't think that's accurate, but nonetheless, just for the sake of this video, we'll just act like that's cheap. But $500 is a bit too much to swallow, if I'm being honest, in terms of like electricity rate. So the yields are not bad. There would have to be significant price appreciation for me to like fully commit to this coin. But let's take a look at Ravencoin. Ravencoin is one of my favorites. I really like Ravencoin. It's really nice in the winter, but as you can see, the power consumption is crazy, 7,270 watts. That 2.5 gigahash is now converted to 1,123 megahash on Ravencoin. And right now, let's take a look at how much rewards we'd be getting per day. We'd be getting about 1,511 Ravencoin per day, 10,581 Ravencoin per week, and 45,350 Ravencoin per month. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of yield, man. That's a lot of yield. But look at the power cost. It's about $523 per month at 10 cent per kilowatt hour. That is a lot to swallow. That is a lot. I know a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, like it's not that bad." It's bad, man. Like once you add that up, give it a couple months, man. Like 3 months, you're already at almost $1,500 in terms of electricity, right? So profitability needs to be good on this coin. I think there will be some good price appreciation on this coin, but only time will tell. And obviously the last is Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is very popular still. I know that a lot of miners themselves are saying they don't want to go to ETC just because of the ASICs that are going to go on to ETC. And I totally understand. And me, myself, that's why I haven't really been attracted to ETC. I actually had a look at Ethereum Classic before the whole Ant Pool $10 million backing. And I did take a look at my yields at the time. I should have made a video on it, but I didn't. But the estimated rewards were approximately like 1.8, 1.9 Ethereum Classic per day. And after that whole like announcement to the Ant Pool, like $10 million backing, and the InnoSilicon A10 and A10 Pros that are able to swap to ETC, you can see the yields drop like crazy to 0.9. I don't know how I'd feel about that, getting 0.9 per day. I'd rather just get some other coin, but yeah, that's what you would get per day with the 2.5 gigahash Ethereum farm, and you'd get about 6.36 Ethereum Classic per week and 27.28 Ethereum Classic per month. It's not bad, to be honest, but like I said, I don't know how popular it is with miners. Me, myself, I still have second thoughts about going onto this, just because obviously my main focus is like the cost of all of this, all the electricity and the profitability as well, because obviously you don't want to be running a farm where it doesn't even make sense to mine, right? Like you want to be at least somewhat profitable. Ethereum Classic could be one of the ones that carries the whole mining community, but it really depends, right? Like no one knows what's going to happen. I still think it's a good option to have out there anyways. I might try it out. We'll see. But nonetheless, that's pretty much what I have to say about those coins. And I also wanted to add this in before we go to the next step. As you guys can see, I'm on CoinMarketCap right now. As I'm making this video on September 4th, Ergo has had some price appreciation. As you guys can see, it's up like 10% to $4.52. It's not at where it was at its all-time high. I think its all-time high was, let's see, $18, right? $18. This was last year, I think. Yeah, that was last year. So yeah, it's definitely nice to see that it's happening. Hopefully it goes up a little bit more, but the market cap is definitely a lot smaller than what Ethereum and Ethereum Classic is, but nonetheless, some price appreciation going on here. Same thing with Flux. Flux is up 13% as I'm making this video as well. So for the people that really like Flux, you know, it's definitely exciting news. I think it can go a bit higher. I think its previous all-time high was almost $3. Right now it's at $1.13, which is not bad. And Conflux, I think, has a little bit of price appreciation, not too much. I think, what is its all-time high? 1.5, $1. Yeah. I mean, you don't really see anything going up, but it's gone up in the past, like, I think this is 24 hours, so it's up a little bit. But obviously from the chart, it's not doing so well. Hopefully time will tell. Ravencoin. Ravencoin has actually had some price appreciation as well. Not as big as Ergo or Flux, but it's definitely had some. A little bit here and there. Hopefully we can see a bit more on this coin as well. But yeah, last time I checked it was at like 2 cents, so not bad. Not bad. Ethereum Classic, however, is actually down. Obviously the volume has been down. Look at the market cap, significantly bigger, obviously, as I mentioned, from these other coins as well. But yeah, it hasn't been doing too well. Like, obviously they had that big pump up in price from the Ant Pool backing and, you know, everything that went on in that time period, but it's kind of gone down. Hasn't really done anything for the past week, to be honest with you guys, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just want to show you that briefly. And yeah, let's go to the next step. So step number 3 is obviously create wallets, have overclocks ready in the event we have to constantly profit switch. So as you know, if you guys don't know, CPU miners have to do this constantly just to stay profitable. It could be a point in time where we have to mine Ergo for a few weeks, Flux for a few weeks, Conflux for a few weeks and Ravencoin or even Ethereum Classic for a few weeks at a time and constantly switch between them just to stay profitable. I don't know if I would do that personally because that kind of gets annoying. But in the event that does happen, I need to be ready for that, and I suggest you being ready for that as well. But that is step number 3. And step number 4, I will be leaning towards Ergo or Ergo to BTC. Obviously, there are power constraints with the other coins, and obviously, I don't want to spend a crazy amount of electricity out of pocket. My main focus will be on diversity, but like I said, if things are really, really unprofitable, it doesn't make sense for me to, go on these power hungry algorithms and just burn more electricity, right? I do have another mining location. I haven't really said anything about it, but yes, I do have something ready that I can put GPUs in, but ultimately profitability will determine if I add a bunch of GPUs and have them mine, because like I said, I don't want to burn a crazy amount of electricity out of my own pocket. Like if it gets to a point where I could just buy the crypto, and just shut down my rig, that's probably what I would do. So like I said, it all depends on what happens. I'll be keeping an eye on that, and if things are profitable, then why not, right? But that's pretty much step number 4. So step number 5, I will be mining ETH until the very end, most likely. I'm open to swapping to a different coin a few days prior. That being said, I am trying to accumulate as much Ethereum as I can, just for the sake of me having some capital so I can actually pay off some electricity and acquire more GPUs once prices start to fall off a cliff. That's pretty much why I am still currently on ETH. However, if that wasn't the case and things are really cheap right now for GPUs, I probably would have switched already. But that's pretty much why I'm still on ETH. To be honest, I don't even want to think about ETH anymore. I don't even want to talk about the merge anymore. It's so annoying. And it's really irritating to think about at this point because it's talked about so much. I would find it very funny if they delay it. I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. And step number 6 would be expand, expand, expand. I want to expand as much as possible. I want to get as much hardware as possible. Even if things aren't profitable, I still want to accumulate as much hardware as I can. And eventually I know that things will get profitable again. Whether it's 2, 3, 4 years down the line, I still want to have hardware and I still want to be mining and obviously being ready for that point in time, because this time around I was not ready and I was scrambling trying to buy GPUs pretty much as I could, at every single Best Buy drop, and going to the store, Memory Express, and trying to buy a Newegg and stuff. I don't want to be put in that position again the next bull run, so I definitely want to acquire as much hardware as I can. So that's pretty much the video, guys. That's pretty much my GPU mining strategy. Like I said, I'm open to some suggestions or some feedback on my strategy. I know it's not perfect, but this is pretty much what I'm thinking right now. And best of luck to you guys with your own strategies. I really hope everything works out for everybody, and we're all able to still mine somewhat. Like I said, even if things get really, really, really bad, I will forever keep a rig mining. Yeah, man, that's pretty much the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out, guys. Peace.